Welcome to Quinn Broadcasting. I'm Tony Trogone, the host of Coach's Corner, along with our head coach of the Mighty Thunderbolts, Humberto Ayala. Hey, Coach, how we doing?
Good. How you doing today, sir?
All right. So we're in our regular routine here, and as I always do, I always give you the honor of introducing everybody.
Well, to your left, we have our, all-conference D lineman, first-team all-conference D lineman, Kent State commit D lineman, senior Darian Blatchowitz. There's probably a million ways you could say his last name, but I think that's right. A 4-year starter as well. And then to his left, we have our first-team all-conference for his third year in a row, offensive lineman, our center, 4-year starter as well, Marcus Offer. And to his left, we have our strength and conditioning coach, our pass game coordinator, just that does everything with us on offense. Offensive, whatever you want to say. Coach Lou's here with us today.
All right, so welcome, guys. Welcome, Coach, back to the show. And we have the scoring summary, so we'll start with that. And so let's go, Coach. We had Demir White with a 1-yard score, but my first video is going to be the Marty's the fumble. So here we go. And Darian, and then also Marcus and Coach Russo, you can chime in. See, it's a high snap.
Yeah, listen, bad snap. We've seen this all season, right? Like, I know Coach Corp preaches, and we work the drill of the scoop and score throughout the season, earlier in the season, and he preaches it because, of these moments, because it's so valuable. You don't want to just fall on it and waste that opportunity.
We see a lot of physicality on this play too, though. Like, even when they had a bad snap.
This is what our D line has been doing all season. Look, you could see Marcus and Darian kind of just getting past their guys, and
it's like a
who's that
fire
fell through there?
I think it was Tave.
Was that Tave?
Yeah,
Tave had a great night that night. Spence had a great night that night. I think he had 2 sacks.
All that pressure going after them, and I was saying up in the booth, like, they didn't want no more smoke then, because you guys were tackling and they were like just laying there then. And then
the quarterback wanted. He was tiny, that quarterback.
Yeah, he was getting pounded.
Yeah, he wanted nothing.
So even when he made some gains, he got hurt.
Yeah. So, we would have liked Marty to score, but that's fine. I don't mind an offensive touchdown.
Coach Court bust on him about not scoring?
Of course.
Some kid from Marlboro catch him?
We got to get him on speed trainer.
Yeah, man. So then the next play will be number 2, but number 1 on our hearts, Demir White.
You see we're just under center, just zone, inside zone. Everybody collapses in. You could tell that they were just expecting like QB sneak there, the way they just wedged in.
Darian really got the corner there, and then look at that.
Yeah. Listen, Darian's a good line. He didn't want to do. He never wanted to put offensive line clips in there. Darian could have been, with his size, he could have been a really good guard at the next level too.
And even Marty too with a good block there.
Yes.
Yeah, Marty's a great H-back, great fullback, man. He does everything for us. He's like our Swiss Army knife.
I'll watch it one more time. So it's just like he could have walked in. I guess he got tripped up by the one guy. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. So thanks, George. And then we had Aiden Dawkins score, but first we had Brooks with a high point. I guess he went up for it. And they bracketed him. We all know this already. They bracketed him. But even with the 2 guys
I don't know. Hash isn't good enough, man. And they're pressed up over there. It's just like it's just them not doing their research, the ball's underthrown. If that ball's thrown out further, he's walking in the end zone. That's just bad game film. So it's a good route.
He's staying with him here, and he just runs right by him.
He's gonna always
and the
run
safety's
by.
too late, like you said.
If he's even with you, it's pretty much done. Because once he gets one step on you and you have to flip your hips, it's.
Listen, at the high school level, for most receivers, that'll be fine. That coverage there, just not him.
Yeah, but if we'll see some other plays where he does a dig route and then he scores on a shorter route. All right, so that puts us up now. Well, we didn't score yet, so then the next play will be Aiden Dawkins for a 2-yard rush. So That brings us up. There's Mr. Dawkins.
It's good to get Aiden back in the mix.
Yeah.
Yep. Inside zones, great job with the offensive line. Offensive line's been playing really well the last 5-6 weeks. The
right side has. The left side, we see Darian and then Marcus doing with their thing. Marcus is a center, but Isaiah has been doing much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So listen, as long as all five are working together, because that's that offensive line. It's all about unity and that connection.
And Christian too, right? He's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, let's see that one more time, and that score puts us up 14-0. He gets in the end zone. And then the next play I have is a Brooks TD.
Late on him there, Marcus.
So you have Brooks from Robbie O'Connor.
Yeah.
So again, they've got him bracketed, but you'll
It's just
see.
play action, it's just a slant route, good timing. And then he just does the rest.
That little delay off the line is what helps him sit in that window and throttle in that window, and then he's just being Brooks after he catches the ball.
So you play him back so he doesn't beat you.
It's just a pick your poison moment because they loaded the box because Jamal's just, just a load within himself. So once he's pounding the ball through that that line, I think he made a couple kids make business decisions in that game too. He is not an easy one to bring down.
So that puts us up 20-0 because we had a failed PAT,
We
right?
had blocked PAT on that.
Yeah, we're fine though now. We fixed it all up.
Fixed it all
He
up.
corrected that?
Yeah. It was the first thing we did on Monday when we got it in the practice.
Yeah, right away.
Yeah.
Right away.
Well, Saturday in film, we made sure to.
Oh, they overloaded the one side, and it kind of gave our kids some trouble, but we worked on it all week, so it won't happen again.
Yeah, and then what I have next is Brooks with a 62-yard.
Yep.
So look at the block and
The
then
screen.
Even Isaiah. Watch Isaiah. This guy just falls on his. You know what?
Yep. It's nice seeing Isaiah get downfield like that.
Yeah. That's a big body moving out there.
Like Ferdinand the Bull. You know what I mean? Like I forget the name of the movie, but it's with Sandra Bullock. He gets out there and just run forward. Kid, like his head hit the ground pretty hard too. And again, special to see Mr. Brooks here, but along with the two of the fellows here with us tonight, doing their job, doing what they do.
Yep. This is a great job by our whole line.
Yeah, Reggie goes out there, pops the corner a little bit. Should have stayed on his block a little longer, but
Cheerleaders are moving down on the bottom too.
They run just as fast. I'm telling you what. They have good instinct too. They have pretty good instinct. And then I have. I should have Wallace here. Do I have that, George? Because I don't have it on my sheet. Oh, I have Holly next, right? But oh, that's right. I had Reggie because he had a seam pattern, right? That was a
down
good.
to the 2-yard
Yeah,
line.
I had that there.
Yeah, so this.
We
saw how wide the safety was playing.
There was something wrong with Huddle this week, but it didn't work on some of the.
It's a good
ball.
Good ball, great ball, great pass. Even with Reggie and
Robbie's mechanics have been getting a little better throughout the towards the end of the season, and confidence in the pocket is better. Our line giving him a great good amount of time.
If you watch Reggie run this route, though, he does a really good job of filling the zone, seeing that the middle of the field's open with the two safeties wide, and kind of just gets vertical once he gets right on top of the inside backer here. So once he gets on top of him, now it just gets vertical. That's just a good route, man.
And Robbie has developed he's playing with poise, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, the beginning of the year against Holy Spirit, he did pretty well. And he had a couple games where against Winslow, and you said that the lanes weren't there to throw, but it seems like he's just waiting and.
He's starting to show a lot better touch on the ball too.
Yeah.
Balls are just dropping in, and it's nice.
So it's because right now this time of the year, if you were a sophomore, you're kind of like a junior after this many games. You know, you have that experience.
Yeah.
They always say that, you know.
Absolutely.
And so Reggie's catch puts us in the position for the Wallace run.
Good luck getting him.
Inside zone.
Exactly. It's like the whole stadium knows what's happening here.
It's like the Jalen Hurts, you know.
Yeah,
TBC.
exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty much what that is for us.
He tried.
The touchdown vulture.
Well, he was in for that one. I don't think he took anybody's touches. He took Reggie's touchdown because Reggie fell on the
Yeah,
ground.
Reggie's allergic to touchdowns. That's what it is.
So that puts us up 32-0. And that's the end of the half. And then our man Jaden Days
Yes, sir.
comes
Yeah,
up with
this
it.
is just a great read by Robbie. You know, it's got to pass concept outs and verticals, and Robbie just sees it. A little underthrown, you know, but Days does a great job adjusting his route and shielding off that defender, and, you know.
We actually talked about this concept before we came out in the half because of the way they were playing us. Corners playing outside leverage. Take your vertical, stem inside. Earlier throw. Catch the ball, make a play. That's exactly what Jaden did, man.
Yeah, so this is a good read by Robbie. Either way, and I think he scored. Days has had a touchdown in every game since Cherokee.
Mm-hmm.
Or before, well, Cherokee started it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cherokee started the run. Yep.
You know, only a sophomore.
Yeah, him and Reggie, you know.
So that touchdown puts us up 39-0. And then it looked like I guess coach is going to put on the brakes a little bit, and then they punt. And Jaden's been pretty good with his punt returns, late, you know.
Yeah.
And it looked like the ball took a funny bounce, and he just had one to go get it. And you'll see if the film cut. He's like, it's taking a funny bounce. Let me go get it. And they just overran their coverage.
I think
And we just
I think he
flagged him.
called this too.
He did. He's telling me the whole time, Coach Lou, it's not a kick return. It's going to be a punt return touchdown. I'm like, all right, let's see it. And sure enough, here he goes down the sideline for a touchdown. He's got a knack for returning. I think he's going to be
What
at
is
the
this,
next
his third?
or fourth. Yeah, he's
This is fourth, I think.
yeah, fourth because he had
And to be
two
honest,
kickoff returns and two
that-
punt returns.
I
Right?
don't, I don't think we had any special team touchdowns last year.
We didn't. We put in this middle, thing. It was over from there.
Yeah.
And we'll see it one more time, and then
It's a great job blocking too. Look at those guys blocking, and
Finding somebody to get a hand on, just getting in the way. I know you don't see it on this, but Tave actually blocks two people escorting him into the end zone, which was awesome to see too.
good stuff. And so that puts us up 46-0. And
now like our
Now
JVs were
everybody's
RJVs were
out.
in it, yep. And
And
that's the wrong name because it's the kid actually that scored is a freshman that got moved up and actually took the I gave him that jersey of a kid that's just not around anymore. So
and his name is
his name's Andre Gross.
okay.
He's gonna be a dude. He's a
Yeah, because
player.
then we were calling
Yeah.
the wrong name then, right?
Yeah, he's a very good athlete, very well put together for his age.
He wasn't sure about it.
No. Well, listen, we didn't practice it. He had an idea of what was going on.
Good
Good block on the outside, and he's actually a track kid, so he's got the speed.
Is that Evan?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yes, it
Whoever that
is.
was.
It is.
My
Yeah.
guy, man. He makes the most of his opportunities when he's out there.
So because all the scoring, we're having a long first quarter.
Yeah.
And now, mind you, this is their starting defense out there.
Right.
They kept their ones out there versus our JV. Am I right? Right?
For the most part, there was
Yeah,
a
most
few they rotated out that were just a little banged up, but
Yeah, it shows a lot about what you said, Coach, about the program. We know that the JV and freshmen are 7-1 each, and these kids come in.
So the last couple games we were up. So I think we've only played our starters.
4 or 5 quarters.
Our starters played in the first playoff game. They played a half, and then the starters played maybe they
Three
played a little
quarters.
bit more. They played a little
Yeah.
bit more defensively in this
Yeah.
game, but then that was it.
Yeah, this game you put them back in a little bit because of the interception.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Core didn't want that.
You want a
They gotta keep
donut?
the
Nah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
I
so.
know.
saw that.
I know. I
So
was trying to get my guy.
I'll have the team stats. We'll do the team stats and the individual stats in the second quarter will push it. But I want to ask the young men here, do you playing against your schedule? You're not. I'm not setting you up for, any bulletin board fodder. As far as what's going on, it's really about your schedule.
Yeah.
Because I think well, tell me about what your schedule does and prepares you against these shore area teams, because it looks like there's a vast difference in intensity.
It just prepares us. We just gotta be consistent week in, week out. Playing a top team in South Jersey or in the whole state, public school in Winslow, it just keeps us prepared. Short teams, they're not playing as much competition as us. We seen that in the first 2 games. But, we're just gonna keep working. We know not to take this team light, because it doesn't matter where you're from. If you can play, you can play.
Marcus?
Nah, the same thing what he said though. Like, I would say that it just prepares us for, just good competition all around, because these short teams, they're good solid teams, but they haven't been through what we've been through this past season with, like you said, Winslow, St. Augustine, all of them, and we're just gonna keep balling. That's just how we are. We're a competitive team.
But how many years you guys been playing football now?
What do you in total?
Like, what age did you start?
6 years old.
5.
Yeah, so mixing it up, it looks like I'll say it. It looks like there's a different level of physicality, and I think that's learned. Like when you're younger, that it's going to be a tough sport.
Yeah, of course.
You guys were cracking,
Of course.
and it looked like by midway through the second quarter, they had like 2 or 3 guys on the ground laying there for help.
Yeah.
And it was like, and I don't. They were hurt. They weren't injured.
Yeah.
They were hurt.
Yeah.
I always say that, are you injured or hurt? And it looked like they were like, oh, this is, I made 4-yard gain, but it really hurt that tackle.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys gang tackled. It was like, phew, I don't know if I want to do that again.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Rich Van Noord saw the quarterback, like, there was some play, and he just went like, and he just knee jerked it and just threw it out of bounds. Like,
Yeah.
And then I said, they don't want no smoke. It's coming at fast and furious.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's learned. It's coaches get the credit for it, your schedule. But also I think the junior program, and then you guys, having that, tackle mentality, because I don't think a lot of kids now in the United States are playing football. They're soft, is what
Right.
I'll give it. They're softer. They want to play it. And so you guys have that mentality, that dog mentality, and you're seeing a difference in that game. You can work out, you can have a trainer, do all those
Right,
things. But
exactly.
if you ain't mixed it up,
Yeah, if you don't-
then it separates. There's
Yeah.
a separation. So
Mhm.
I'll make the comment. I don't want you guys to make it, because again, people think that it's we'll get them on Saturday or Friday. So, and I think these guys wouldn't mind. But that's a long first quarter, and we'll be right back after these short messages.
Allen
I was
Associates
just
is a
looking.
family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services, including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
Hello, my name is Craig Atkinson, and I am president of the Millville Thunderbolt Club. The mission of the Thunderbolt Club is to enhance the athletic experience of Millville High School student athletes. We provide a myriad of services for these athletes, including end-of-year recognition banquets for all teams, stipends for teams and individual athletes, college scholarships of $35,000 per year, meals for special events, as well as hosting the Mike Trout Millville Thunderbolt Club Golf Tournament and the Millville Sports Hall of Fame. Please visit our website at millvillethunderboltclub.com for additional information.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Welcome back to Coach's Corner. I'm Tony Trogone with Coach Ayala. And, Coach, we're in the second quarter, and this is where we show our – usually the first quarter we have the stats, but there were so many scores and decent plays. We didn't – forgive in the defense. We didn't. I had a couple sacks. Octavian Spence had a nice sack. There were some really good plays on defense, but we just couldn't fit in the first quarter. But these are the team stats, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, you could see defensively we did our part. You know, we held them to 50 total yards. I probably want to say, I don't know. I didn't really look at their stats from every game, but I want to say probably it's the least amount of yards they had offensively all season. You could see, you know, we had 454 yards of offense, 286. I think, I want to say since Cherokee, we've thrown for over 1,000 yards and rushed for over 500-600 yards. I think offensively we've really found our stride, which is good. You know, so that's that.
Yeah. So and then I'm just going to add to that. That 50 yards, a good portion of it was in the fourth quarter by RJV versus their varsity.
Rushing, yeah. I think we had good 60 yards, 60 yards you said on the ground, from them. They did a good job, yeah.
Yeah, so good job, good stats.
And the 286 in the air is from one quarter.
I think
from 2 quarters, I mean, right?
Oh yeah. I think he was talking about Marlboro and the amount of yards they had.
Oh yeah.
But they actually only had 8 yards total in the first half.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
exactly.
You know, I think that was even more impressive than anything else. You know?
So I'll stop there, and I'm going to go back to our 2 captains, Marcus and Darian. Defense or offense? So I'll go with you. When you see those numbers, Darian, what excites you? You can't say both.
I'd probably say offense. You know, it's always important to have a good offense, a great offense.
Okay. Marcus?
Offense, too, especially with the rushing yards, because we didn't run the ball that much last year. And when we did, it wasn't really, it didn't work out as much. And I'm glad that we stepped it up this year, because now we can be more of a balanced team, and teams can, have trouble working around that.
Okay, good. That's great. All right, and then we have our individual stats. Coach?
Yeah, I mean, listen, the impressive part is Robbie was 70%. We've been a lot more efficient in the pocket. And he's shown his progression as a sophomore quarterback in his first year starting in a program like this. Wallace 9 for 55. You could see Mir had his time, Dawkins had runs, and then you could see our JV guys, Jasir Patterson 3 for 32, freshman German, Lee German 4 for 33, and then that was. Andre Gross for his.
Yeah, because in the program it was Jones, but it was Mr. Gross then, right?
Yes.
With the 19-yard run.
Then you got Brooks with 6 catches for 154. I think he's got this is so every year he's had more receiving yards than the last. So now he's above last year, I think, or he will.
He's right
be.
on the
on the cusp,
right
yeah.
on the cusp of breaking
So
last year's.
yeah, and then you got Holly 3 for 60, Days 2 for 55. I just like seeing everybody. I like seeing the mass amount of people involved in getting touches.
Yeah, everybody's getting some love, right?
Yeah.
You know, but since we got 2 linemen here, none of this is possible without a solid offensive line.
Absolutely.
So these 2 young men for the last 4 years played a pivotal role in everything that happens.
Yeah, when I first started doing the games, and you know who Coach Sarace is, right?
Of course.
And you're like, he loves all the Thunderbolts, but he always says, Tony, you got to give those freshman linemen some love, man, because you're mentioning these guys are making plays, but that Blackowitz and Marcus Offer, you got to mention them more. I said, all right, and that was 4 years ago, and so now it's time to segue to that, to the 2 of you. You know, before we go, we have some all conference awards, but I'm going to lay some questions on you. We'll look at what you're doing for the future. There's things have changed since last time we were here, but 4 years, 4 sectional finals, two sectional championships, 1 state championship, 1 your sophomore year your freshman year was as far as you could go.
Yeah, regional.
Whatever you want to call it, a regional.
Still a state championship.
So the journey, it's tell me about the journey. What's going on from your eyes, your lens opening up to like what goes on, like going this far.
Go ahead.
I know it's not like a question. It's like, it's hard to brag about yourself, but I will do it for you, and then I'll get you going. Okay. It's when I played football, and I was on a good team, but Millville had good teams, and when you played the playoffs, you played for sectional titles,
Right.
and now you all play 2 more games to get to a true state champion now.
Yeah.
So, but you guys have been in that state sectional championship game 3 times already,
Right.
and hopefully it'll be a 4th. Well, it is a 4th. This
Yes,
is a
fourth
sectional.
straight.
So you're 4 for 4 for being in sectional. So tell us about that journey of being winners.
Yeah, so it's not always the sunshines and rainbows. Like all these 4 years, it's been a roller coaster. Like, so like just during the season, like during like week by week, it was just been like, I say like we didn't always have the best practices and the best the best games, the best regular seasons. But when playoffs hit, and like that's just another mode that we switch, and like we just aimed for the highest goal, and that's been our mindset since our freshman year, and then that teaches the younger kids to bring that on for the next few years.
Well said. Coach, you talk about this senior team, this senior leadership team. It's real cohesive, no cliques.
Yeah, I mean, when you have 2 guys or you have a group like them that have experienced the highest of highs, and have played it on the biggest stage, they know what's expected day in and day out. Like, you don't have to tell them that. You have to remind them at times, right? Just so that they stay the course, and that's just part of it. I think the hardest thing sometimes is having them just be consistent, and not getting complacent. And they know I've been saying it since July, because then you become complacent is when you kind of fall off and you plateau. And I needed them to be consistently, working at a high level so that the younger guys in our program see what's expected, because they look up to them. Just like when they were in youth, they looked up to the high school kids that they saw. I'm sure there was somebody up here or in the high school level that they looked up to.
I'd like to have them back again, because I like to do more film on just the 2 of them, because of their their contribution to the program.
Yeah.
So I'll be bugging you about that. But who do you guys look up to? Who did you like when your freshman year? You had some studs there, right, in the team.
I wouldn't say I looked up to him, but Elijah, he was a DN my senior year, or my freshman year. He's a senior. He just, if I'm being honest, he just whooped on me all practice. I feel like it just made me a better player. Losing, you just learn how to get up and just be better. So I probably say that's one of the people in what
was Elijah's last name again?
Edwards.
Elijah, he was a big dude.
Yeah, yeah. So it just taught me, just if you're gonna lose, just get back better.
Marcus?
I would say Jane Wright because of his intensity, his mindset to like go and get it, and like that's how I wanted to develop my freshman year. And just when you have that mindset and the will to win and to dominate like your entire seasons and all that every like week by week, like you become a very dominant player by that. And it was just that's how it was. So
Good. So there's going to be. I really would like to have more and do some film on the two of you guys, even on Brooks too. But it seems like with offense we always focus on the offense. I like to pull out some plays that Darren you have made even 2 years ago on defense. Some stops you made at Cherokee. There's things that in my mind I'm like, what a stop.
Listen, the regional game against Mainland. You know, when they're in the red zone and he has that sack, which is like game saver.
I want to have that.
Because listen, I'll tell you this: somebody was wide open in the end zone, so he saved the day. That was his sophomore year, you know.
So we're gonna announce some all conference accomplishments. So I'll start off with Mr. Brooks. So so it's all conference, and in that conference is the Prep, Cherokee,
Winslow. And Mainland,
and then so it's quite an august group of teams, probably the best teams in South Jersey in that division,
with some of the most elite talent in South Jersey.
Yeah,
like I mean, as a whole, like there's more talent in that conference than any other conference. Period.
Yeah,
you know.
So congratulations, let's hear again. This is he's 4 for 4, and then I'm going to skip Darian and go to Jamal Wallace Jr., also first team all conference.
Yep, he was a first team all conference athlete. This is his first time getting it, and I was extremely proud that he got the votes that he got, and got the recognition from the other coaches. Because it's well deserved. He's a 4-year starter. Team loves him. He's a great young man, and just very excited that he got that.
And then we had Marty Collins.
Yes. Another kid that we were very excited for. He's shown to be a strong leader on the defensive side, strong voice for us. Where that's not Marty Collins.
Yeah, it's still Jamal. George, it should be 2D. 2D. Well, but I'll still talk about Marty still. He has a nose for the ball. I think if the ball hits the ground, he's there for it. But also, he's scored on the other side of the ball.
Yeah,
on
there he
offense.
is. There he is.
There he
yep. He's listen. I'm glad we get him back next year.
He's incredible.
He will be listed as one of the top defensive players in the state coming back here next year. We're fortunate to have him part of this program.
And then we have some second team all conference, and so we have Robbie O'Connor.
Yep.
Which is 2F, George.
Yep. So
great addition to the team.
So second team. They call it honorable mention. I think it's all the same thing. So I mean, some people are like, oh, they don't do second team anymore. It's honorable mention, but I call it second team because it's the same exact thing. For him to have that opportunity to be acknowledged as that in his first year here in Millville.
His first year starting varsity football as well.
Yeah, his first game was against Holy Spirit
in this conference.
Yeah, it's impressive. The kid is he's a very impressive young man.
And then there's Jaden Jones, who was
So Jaden Jones plays a position in a conference that is filled with elite players at his position. It's just a battle trying to figure out who's who. There's only a couple spots you get, so but he was able to get the second team, and he's still recognized as one of the top edge guys in the conference and in the state. So
I'll leave the two fellows that are here. So Darian Blackowitz is all conference areas.
So this is his second year getting all conference, but last year he got first team all conference as offensive lineman.
Also on defensive side of the ball,
and
this
he was
time.
Ecstatic to get defensive lineman, and it was pretty much he had the second most votes for the D line out of all the I can't vote for my own players, so you're talking about those schools.
Yeah.
recognized him as one of the top D linemen. This was them voting, so on the votes they recognized him for that, which means a lot coming from playing teams of that caliber.
I just noticed that the picture he has his jersey down. It's not up at his shoulder pads.
Yeah, that was probably pregame.
It's pregame.
I think that's when we're doing the cap where we walk together.
Yeah,
the cap.
it was.
Okay. And you got the hammer too. That's going back a couple years ago too, right? With the hammer.
Yeah, we brought that out. I think was it state championship?
Yeah.
That year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So congratulations, and congratulations to all those fellas. And finally, Marcus Offer, offensive line.
3 years in a row. He had the most votes for offensive linemen. And you're talking about there's other guys on there that have Division I offers and all that, but he has the most votes once again for the offensive line. So he's recognized, obviously, in a tough group as being one of the elite offensive linemen down here in South Jersey.
All right, so I'm going to go back to these two guys, and because they've been on the show before, and I want to say congratulations. We're immensely proud, and again, I'll say this is a golden era for Millville football, and you guys are holding the torch.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
And I played football. I'm not Al Bundy, Polk High guy, but I've seen a lot of football. I coached football, and you guys are truly special.
Thank you.
So and not just on the field, but as leaders and as individuals. So congratulations. So I'll start with you, Marcus. Since the last time we talked, what's going on with you as far as your future?
Mainly I've been recently I've been going to a few colleges for visits. They love my film. As I said before on the show, they love my film. They love me as a player. Grades are great. They just haven't done me the offer yet, and I'm just waiting for my time to come. So, but I'm still in communication with them and still talking to them and stuff like that.
Some of the schools that have interest in him just operate at a later time frame because now there's only one transfer portal window, and it's just so everything is pushed back from where it was a year ago. So, but it's gonna come. It's gonna come.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll be pushing for you whenever we can do. Any recommendations. Obviously, Coach does a great job of selling you guys. So keep that up, Darian. Some changes since last time.
Yeah, I'm committed to Kent State in Ohio.
Is that the MAC?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and then who went to Kent State was Debo, James Harrison.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And so you can get there from there, man. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Well, they play some tough competition. They played Tennessee this year, and Tennessee, they got smacked, but still playing at the highest level.
Julian Edelman went there.
They got a new coaching staff over there. Trying to do some new things, and they, Darian was the highest D lineman on their board that they wanted, and I know when he went out there to visit, they showed him a lot of love. So, he felt like that was the place to go.
All right, we're not going to do any shout-outs because I wanted to have you guys again and just show some tape and have some fun with it and just reminisce because you deserve it. You deserve it. So we're going to end the first half. It's been a long first half, but well-deserved from our all-conference awardees and also from the past game. And we'll be right back after these short messages.
If the
We're
time
going to
comes,
go quickly
be ready.
now.
Learn CPR and join the nation of lifesavers. Nearly 3 out of 4 cardiac arrests that don't happen in hospitals happen in homes. CPR saved my life. I've teamed up with the American Heart Association as a national ambassador to help create a nation of lifesavers, turning bystanders into lifesavers through CPR education and access to AEDs. Join me to ensure everyone has the chance to live longer, healthier lives. Visit heart.org/nation.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Welcome back to Coach's Corner. I'm Tony Trogone, along with our head coach of the Thunderbolts, Coach Ayala, and also Coach Lou is here with us. And just like our football games the past couple of weeks, we're gonna have a running clock. We're gonna have a third, fourth quarter combined to make good on our hour, Coach. So the first thing is George, our producer, who is really, aces, and he makes the highlight film. So, George, can you roll the highlight film? It's getting a lot of play.
Thunder in the sky, screams of fight. Lightning in our veins fills the night. Middle of the rising strong, endless pride. We go all and nowhere to hide. Passes by like electric fire. Touchdowns lift our spirits higher. Every tackle leaves a mark. In the dark we light the spark. Millville Thunderbolt rides the storm. OBG rules tonight, legends born. Marlboro Mustangs feel the ground shake. See your season and no mistake. Offense breaks through like a flash. Defense stands tall, breaks the clash. Team hits the field, every man. Even backup scoring grand. Quarterback O'Connell seeing targets down the range. Reading the defense tonight, it's his game. Looks breaking records, he's the All-American pro. He's the real deal, watch his skills at the show. Wallace has the ball as he hits the line. He's nicknamed the bus, he moves the yard line. So many weapons with Dawkins, Days, and White. Every receives a punt, returns it and scores tonight. Millville Thunderbolt rides the storm. OBG rules tonight, legends born. Marlboro Mustangs feel the ground shake. See your season and no mistake. Offense breaks through like a flash. Defense stands tall, breaks the clash. Team hits the field, every man. Even backup scoring grand. Offense drives like a machine. Defense crushes relentless scene. Team hits with all its might. Millville takes the crown tonight. Sweat and blood on cold grass. Victory's the only pass. Shots echo wild and loud. Thunderbolt will make them proud. Legends born under harsh lights. Fighting through the longest nights. Brooks leads with ferocious fire. Wallace's power fuels the desire. Offense drives like a machine. Defense crushes relentless scene. Team hits with all its might. Millville takes the crown tonight. Offense drives like a machine. Defense crushes relentless scene. Team hits with all its might. Millville takes the crown tonight. Millville Thunderbolt rides the storm. OBG rules tonight, legends born. Marlboro Mustangs feel the ground shake. See your season and no mistake. Offense breaks through like a flash. Defense stands tall, breaks the clash. Team hits the field, every man. Even backup scoring grand. Millville Thunderbolt rides the storm. OBG rules tonight, legends born. Marlboro Mustangs feel the ground shake. See your season and no mistake. Offense breaks through like a flash. Defense stands tall, breaks the clash. Team hits the field, every man. Even backup scoring grand. Quarterback O'Connell seeing targets down the range. Reading the defense tonight, it's his game. Brooks breaking records, he's the All-American pro. He's the real deal, watch his skills at the show. Wallace has the ball as he hits the line. He's nicknamed the bus, he moves the yard line. So many weapons with Dawkins, Days, and White. Every receives the punt, returns and scores tonight. Millville Thunderbolt rides the storm. OBG rules tonight, legends born. Marlboro Mustangs feel the ground shake. See your season and no mistake. Offense breaks through like a flash. Defense stands tall, breaks the clash. Team hits the field, every man. Even backup scoring grand.
So thank you, George, and we Thunderbolt Nation appreciates all that you do, and we also have another video that we want to share with you because that was a great highlight. Because again, we try to keep it all together in the first quarter, but we also have a video from Latsier Brooks getting awarded to be on the what's the name of the
Navy All-American Bowl.
Navy All-American Bowl.
Yep.
So we could show that.
Top
George?
100 players in the country.
On behalf of Millville High School, I'd like to welcome you to today's Navy All-American Bowl jersey presentation event. The Navy All-American Bowl is the nation's premier high school football all-star game featuring the 100 best high school football players in the country. As an NBC sports-owned property, the Navy All-American Bowl is part of a marquee lineup of events that includes the Olympics, Notre Dame, and Big Ten football, and NFL Sunday Night Football. The Navy All-American Bowl would not be such a special event if it wasn't for the partnership with America's Navy. The Navy All-American Bowl is a unique celebration of community and American sailors. To become a sailor and a Navy All-American requires leadership, teamwork, and the ability to tackle any challenge. It is the embodiment of these strengths that earns select players the right to be named a Navy All-American. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Commander Uter from NTAG Philadelphia, who will officially welcome Latsier Brooks as a Navy All-American. Joining Latsier this evening is his mom, Chanel Brooks, his girlfriend, Alasia Thompson, his sister, Micaiah Pitt, his cousin Dario Concepcion, his aunt, Chantel Brooks, his cousin, Belinda Foster, his cousin, Jose Sanchez, and teammates, Demir White and Breon Cuff. On behalf of Millville High School and the athletic department and athletic director, Mr. David Lagamba, we'd also like to recognize Millville head coach Humberto Ayala, who will also take part in the Navy All-American Bowl as a coach. Fans, let's congratulate Millville wide receiver Latsier Brooks for being named a Navy All-American.
So that was a truly special night, honoring Latsier Brooks being invited to that game, and also you, Coach. You know, I know you stood there humbly, but you know it's an accolade for you to be a part of that and make that trip and be a part of that process, and have Millville on the map for a national contest. You know, it says a lot about you and your staff. So congratulations.
I appreciate it. Yes, it's an honor to have that opportunity. But like, you know, I'm just fortunate and just glad that we can represent our city from out there. This is our second in school history player, you know, playing in the All-American Bowl, because the other one was Dwayne Hendricks back in the day. So it's pretty cool for our city.
Okay, so we have that, and now I want to switch over now to the playoffs. So if we have the playoff schedule, George, and we'll see what we have as far as what we're looking at. There's Jaden Jones. Not that one. It's like an Excel calendar. It was the last file I sent you. And there's the last run by Mr. Gross. There it is. And so it's shaping up like we thought it would. And you know, we have Brick versus at Millville tomorrow night, and then we see at the other bracket, and people are confused because there's two norths, but there's not two souths. And really it's two norths and two souths, but they have to call it central, and we're in the central, and Winslow's in the south bracket, and they've been winning out on their side of the bracket, and so we have to, you know, pardon me, but I don't look past Brick Memorial.
No,
we know that.
Not at all.
But I wanted to see let our fans know how this can play out to where we can theoretically be playing all the way to December 4th. And that's why I did that, not to, you know.
You got the one down there wrong, though, because Shawnee won.
Oh, that's right. That's right. They're the 3 seed. They beat the 2 seed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I put that up last week, and so that's the one upset that I've seen so far.
Yep.
And so Millville's at Brick. We have Winslow, Shawnee playing at Winslow, and they're playing on Saturdays.
Correct.
Yeah, Winslow plays all their games on Saturdays, I guess, because of
They've had some issues.
issues on
there's a couple
with the Camden
incidents.
High game.
And so we're not looking past Brick Memorial, but if and when we we defeat Brick Memorial, and then we would be at Winslow on a Saturday
Yeah, that's what I
The
would assume.
23rd.
Yeah.
on the 23rd, not the 22nd,
Correct.
because that's a Friday night schedule. It
Yeah.
would be that, and then we would have Vineland on the 28th. So which is a quick turnaround for you there.
Yeah.
And then you have to have a quick turnaround because the state finals would be on a Wednesday, right, Coach?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
6 days later.
So it's just the NJ. It's not. I don't say it's the NJSIAA, but it's the committee of people who just don't put a lot of value in the Thanksgiving Day games anymore, and I think it is important. So thank you, George, for finding that for us to let our folks know how this is going to play out. And now we can go to the prognosticators, Coach. I think we have, it's the first one, it's Friday at 6 p.m., and it says that, we beat Marlboro in our last two games that we've won by scores of combined 102-6. And it tells you, fourth straight sectional title with a chance to claim our third title in the span of, in the fifth overall. And the next one would be the second part of that. You can see it talks about our players, our quarterback, Latsir Brooks, our quarterback O'Connor. Marty Collins leads the team with tackles, and tackles for a loss, which we know about. And then second seeded Brick Memorial has only loss was to Toms River North. We know about them. We played them last year. And Point Pleasant Borough. I didn't look at that game much, but we can talk about that.
Yeah, they're tough. Listen, so they play Camden High in the sectional final this week, tomorrow night too. So they're a good football team. So listen, they played two solid football teams. The two teams they lost to were solid football teams. Just like the two teams we lost to were solid football teams.
And then the next one, George, is we have writers across the state that NJ.com has it. So Bill Evans, he has it 34-19. Mr. Minnick has it 28-14, and Constantine is the North Jersey guy. He has us at 34-23. That's what they're predicting.
That's great, but I don't look past anything. They're a good football team, well coached, and it's evident when you watch the film. They lost last year in the semifinals going in, and they were like 10-0 going into that game. So
Right.
It was, so those kids have a chip on their shoulder, and they're young too. Their quarterback's a sophomore. They got a lot of youth, really good receiver on their team. This is a good football team that's coming in. So we got to come in and play at a high level.
What's their offense like?
Spread offense,
spread.
but the quarterback is a very, very elite athlete who can use his feet to make plays, and has a live arm, can get the ball downfield.
Two pretty good receivers.
Yep, two pretty good receivers.
A good H-back / tight end in number 9.
Yeah, he's a good wrestler, because Brick Memorial is a good wrestling school.
Yep.
And the kid, I think, the number 9 kid is the wrestler. I don't know who else on their team's a wrestler, but number 9's pretty good wrestler.
Number 9's also a very good linebacker.
Yes, yep. So
Very good linebacker.
Usually goes hand in hand. How about their defense?
gonna be 4-2-5, 3-4. I guess they showed a switch depending on what we're doing offensively and what they feel is best in that moment. They do a good job, adjusting throughout games and adapting to what we're doing. So, listen, we got to execute, got to have limited to 0 mistakes, and just play our brand of football.
Yeah, the penalties has always been something that we always concern ourselves with, and then you worked on the extra points, so we get that. And because I was going to say that Lorenzo Lewis has done a fabulous job.
Yes.
I didn't say it on the when we were doing the game, not to jinx him. It was just going to come out of my mouth that he's been really consistent for our team.
Yeah, but that wasn't on him at all, because
Yeah.
he has. We're fortunate to have a solid kicker like that. So.
And kickoffs. His kickoffs have been going pretty far too.
Yeah,
so.
he fixed his steps. Which is kind of taking him a little bit better on the.
And I noticed that their guys are starting not quite in the end zone, but almost in the end zone, and that gives us time to get them behind the 20 at least.
Yeah.
So our kick team has been much improved from previous years.
Yeah.
So, anything else, Coach, before we call it a night?
No, just, excited. 6 p.m. tomorrow, Wheaton Field, and
Games on Broad Street?
Games on Broad Street,
And because of daylight savings time, it gets pretty dark on Broad Street, doesn't
it's
it?
scary on Broad Street at night, so.
Wear your orange.
Yeah.
Orange out tomorrow.
Yeah, it's an orange out.
Wear
Yeah.
your orange.
Oh, it's an orange out.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I'm too heavy. Shelley Schneider, former superintendent, said, Tony, whatever you do, don't wear orange. You're going to look bigger. I said, but no, I might put it on. I'll put it on. That's good to know, fellas. Well, again, another great show. Looking forward to a good performance tomorrow night. Again, we have a well-oiled machine in the Millville football team, but also the respect that you're showing Brick Memorial, knowing they're a good team. We should see a pretty good football game tomorrow night, as what I'm hearing from you guys.
Yes, sir.
And so, as always, go Bolts. All right.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.